We're looking at my live trading platform. If you look in the lower right hand corner here, you'll see my trading. I traded 20 minutes today, traders, and I traded, I don't know if you can see that, Microsoft and Apple here today. 20 minutes, managed to pull out of the markets here $2,000 on Microsoft and $746 on Apple. And I traded with about 50 of my traders here this morning doing these trades. But anyway, what I want to show you is I want us to go to these four windows that we talked about, the 2 minute, the 5 minute, the daily, and the weekly. And I want to show you a few things. First, cycle, my cycle concept, all right, which basically states that the market has one bell-shaped curve or one cycle that it repeats over and over and over again. All right, I'll talk about this. I'm just going to peruse through the list right now, but we'll talk about it when we go back to charts. So one bell-shaped curve, one cycle. Market only has one cycle that it repeats itself. If you understand this, all right, you take large leaps toward playing the markets correctly. Position, all right. My position concept states that there is an above, there is a position at which your stock is above something and below something. And a lot of people get this position wrong. So they play the markets, they play an above market like it's a below market, and they play a below market like it's an above market. We're going to get to this in detail, right? But I need to get you to understand how to identify what position your stock is in. Is it above or is it a below position? Location is different from position. Location is based on my concept of near and far. We'll talk about this, right? You have to know if you are dealing with a stock that is above or below, and also you have to know if you're dealing with a stock that is near or far. We'll talk about this. Direction. You have to know what the dominant direction of your stock is. Is it rising or declining? You need to know your stock state. What state is it? Is it in a narrow state, tight state, or wide state? I should have wide there. Narrow, tight, or wide. And we need to cover my power and color concept. All right. This is a power concept and a color concept. Again, I'm just mentioning them. We're going to go over them in detail in just a bit. And then, of course, we need a protection concept, which is my 1 bar loss concept. Now, I'm going to make sure that you at least understand the fundamentals behind these 7 things before we leave today, so that you, no matter what you do after this event, you should be able to not only see the markets through these 4 windows differently than you ever have before, but you should start playing those 4 windows differently as well through these 7 things. So let's start off with the larger time frame. What you're looking at right now is you're looking at a stock called Moderna. All right, this is one of the stocks. This is one of the companies that produce the vaccines, Moderna vaccine. Now, listen, I want you to know that we have a 20-period moving average. Every bar represents 1 week of trading. All right, we've got a 20-period moving average. Now, my system doesn't show enough bars to give you the 200, so I'm going to have to draw that in for you. All right, your 200 is looking something like that. All right, okay. So each bar represents 1 week of trading. We've got a 20-period weekly moving average and a 200-period weekly moving average. Okay. Now, remember the concepts, the 7 concepts. One of those concepts is position, above or below. Now, this is a very easy concept. All right. Is your stock spending the vast majority of its life? Is your stock spending the vast majority of its life above these 2 moving averages? Yes. Or is your stock spending the majority of its life below these two moving averages? And of course, the answer is very obvious. Moderna is spending the majority of its life above the 20 and the 200 right now. That might change somewhere down the line, a year from now, 8 months from now, 2 years from now. But right now, Moderna is spending the majority of its life above the moving averages. Now, you would be surprised how many people don't start here when they should. Because when your stock is spending the majority of its life above these two moving averages, that's the position concept, your goal is to buy the dips, not to short, not to bet on the downside, not to get bearish, not to think that the world is going to come to an end in this particular stock. All right. Your goal is to regard every single decline as a buyable decline if your position is above. And I cannot explain to you how many people go broke in this business, how many people lose everything they have getting position wrong. This is probably, traders, this is probably the number one reason why most people blow up. This is probably the number one reason why people go broke in my business. They play position wrong. They get too cute. They get too confident. They get too cocky, thinking that they can go against position. Over time, you might get lucky once. You might get lucky more than once. But over time, position wins. To bet on the downside, you want a stock that is spending the majority of its life under those two moving averages, not above. Okay? So when we are above, drops are good. They're not bad. No matter what the news says, no matter what they tell you, no matter what an analyst says, no matter what a YouTube star is telling you, if it's above, if it's spending the majority of its life above, the drop should be bought. Okay? There are some exceptions. We can't go over those now, but generally speaking, this is the truth. And this will keep you out of trouble for the rest of your life. If you get position right. Above, drops are good. Below, rallies are false. Just the opposite. All right? Let's continue. Now, that's the position concept. Now, remember, there's a location concept I spoke about. Location. Location is different from position. Location is near or far. So what location asks is your stock near one or both or the other moving? Is it near a moving average, or is it near? It doesn't have to be touching. It can be a little above or a little below. But is it near? Is it near? Is it near? I'm going to repeat this over and over again. Is it near a moving average? Or, wait a minute, is it far away from a moving average? Is it away? Is it away? You see? Is it away? And this is the second concept. Well, there's no particular order to these concepts, but this is the second concept I want to explain to you. That once you have position above or below correct, the next thing you should want to get correct is, am I near one of my moving averages, or am I far away from both of them? Here, Moderna is far away from the 20, and assuming the 200's here more or less, it's far further away from the 200. Look at the space between the stock and the 20 here, and look at the space between the stock and the 200. All right? space, space. Now, again, are you near? Are you near one or both? Are you near? Are you near? Are you near? Are you near? Now, you should know right off the bat where I'm going with this, because both of these locations require you to act. You see, when we are near, your stock is above, then when we are near, we're looking to go in. When we are far, we're looking to come out. When we are near, we're looking to get in. When we are far, we're looking to get out. This is simple, but extraordinarily powerful, traders. I need you to understand this, that not only is position a general, powerful guide, location starts to become even more specifically powerful. Okay? Most of you have no idea how many people do not understand that. Look at this. Check this out. That stocks should not be bought far away. Stocks should not be bought far away. Stocks should not be bought far away. Far away. And some people say, well, Oliver, I buy new highs. Well, that's wrong. Well, what do you mean, Oliver, that's wrong? People tell me all the time, but Oliver, how can I've been taught by so many people that says buy new highs. I'm saying, no, that's wrong. My traders don't buy new highs. What do you mean you don't buy new highs? No, we don't buy new highs because new highs are moving away. We buy pullbacks to near. We sell to those traders who often buy new highs. Let's get into this a little deeper. It's getting interesting. We're just warming up. Okay? Check this out. Now, okay, take a look at Moderna moving to a new high. Look at this. New high. We move to a new high and we fail. We move to a new high and we fail. Not every time, but a lot of the times. New highs have a 72% failure rate because of the location concept I'm explaining to you. If the new high takes you far away, it should be sold, not bought. So let's correct all of those incorrect people out there leading people to financial ruin, teaching them to buy new highs. It doesn't work 72% of the time. Now, there are certain new highs that are not far away. Those can be bought. So a good trader needs to be able to distinguish, is the new high far away, or is the new high being made not far away? That one I can do. But the one that's far away, I'm selling that one, not buying that one. I hope this is understood. All right? Which new highs to buy and which ones not to. So if we should not be selling away, if we should not be buying away, we should be selling away. We should be getting in near. Now, this leads us to the next concept. We've got position, all right, above position. We've got position. In this case, it's above. It's spending most of its life above, right? We've got position, which means that now pullbacks to near are buyable. All right. We've got location, right? We've got location set near and far. Okay. Near, we're going to get in. This brings us to color. This brings us to my color concept and my power concept. It's color and power, actually. All right, but let's do color first. A color change, what I'm talking about when I mention color is just a simple color change near a moving average. So here's a color change. Here's a red bar that gets changed by a green bar, which means that the green bar takes out the red bar's high. This is a color change. You got that? That's a color change. Okay? As a matter of fact, I should actually do these charts wider for you. Let's do it like that. Greater clarity. Cool. All right. So we have position. We have location, near and far. We know we buy near and sell far. We have a color change, near. So I'm looking for to buy a color change. What's a color change again? A red bar that gets flipped or changed by a green bar. Boom! That is the color change. Now, let's find any time. Now, I have to mention this as well. Very important, traders. Your color change does not have to come on the very next bar. It can be like this. Then that's the color change. Or it can be something like this. It can be something like this. Yeah, this. That's not a color change. You have to remember, you have to take the high of it out. It can come like this. So it didn't come on this one. The change happened on the third bar. So whenever the change happens near a moving average, near a moving average, near a moving average, color change near, position, stock spending most of its life above, location, near, color change in. I hope you've got this. Near, color change in. All right, now, look, I might have to blow this up. Let's see. How am I going to do this here? There we go. All right. Okay, look, let's get that 200 on there. Let's assume it's here. All right, now, check this out. Smoke on this. Red bar, near, color change, in. Red bar, not too far away, color change, in. Boom! Okay? Red bar, near, color change, boom! 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 And there's that sound. I want you to do that. Go ahead. I'll give you your opportunity to do that. Do it. Do it. Do it for me now while I sip some coffee. I'm not even gonna move on. I'm gonna watch you do it. Do it for me. I want to see it. Do it. I want to see it here. I'm not going anywhere until I see it. There we go. I like it. All right. Don't give me those little tiny, it's not this. What is that? Oh, Oliver, that's not it. No, it's. That's what we want. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's what I want to see. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Okay. Position above. That means wait for near. That's the way. You got it? You got it? Position above. Now wait for near. That's it. If I'm above, if I've established my position above, I wait for near. What do I do near? Color change in. Boom. You got the order? This is a step-by-step approach to your money. Okay? Position above. Now wait for a drop to near. When you're near, wait for color change in. Boom. And that's the order. Okay? Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. I love this game. I love it so. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Why is that not working? Boom. Why is that not working? There we go. Okay. Let's do it. So we've got color change in. Boom. Color change in. Boom. Remember, away, you want to sell. Color change in. Away, you want to sell. Color change in. Away, you want to sell. Away, you want to sell. Okay? Even here. Color change here. I don't know if you can see that. All right, you get another color change near. You can get 2 color changes before you get out. Boom, color change 1. Boom, color change 2. 1, 2. Away. Repeat. But Oliver, can I go, when I get out, can I go short? If it's, listen, there are exceptions where I'm going to say, yes, you can, but this is where you start to get into trouble. It is better to wait for the color change, 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 wait for the color change, and play with the flow, than try to get cute and play against the flow. Now, I do teach traders how to do it in those specific instances where you are super far away. Because if you're super far away, the drop is going to be sharp, and there's an opportunity there. But generally speaking, you should not. It is better to pick on something weak. What's weak? Below, not above. All right. Now, what should we do next? I've got to teach you how to protect yourself. Oh, yes, this is the most important part. You've got to protect yourself. It's not all roses. It's not all wins. It's not all going to the bank. It's not all champagne and roses. I feel sorry for my translators. How do they translate me? Champagne and roses. Translate that. All right. So anyway, I've got to teach you how to protect yourself. So look, check this out. When I talk to you about a color change, right? Let's draw the color change again. And you're doing a color change near, right? This is a color change near. Let's say, all right? You're getting in right above. You don't wait for this bar to finish. Don't wait for that bar to finish. Get in right on that cross. Boom. See, get in right there as soon as it crosses. You don't have to wait. Boom. Now, where do you protect yourself? That's my 1 bar loss concept. You're entering this bar. If that bar breaks, you're out. Go lick your wounds and come back. That's it. Is that going to happen? Absolutely. Is there a way to not make it happen? Absolutely not. I'm stuck with this my whole life? Absolutely. There's no way to get rid of losses? No, never. But I promise you this. You will lose sometimes. You will get in here. Give you an example. You will get in on this color change right here. And sometimes you will have to get out right there. But look at this loss. And look at this win. But when you win, oh my God. Do you see the difference? This is what I call the snowman. Let me draw the snowman for you. Okay, I'm going to draw the snowman for you. This is your risk. This is your potential gain. That is an upside down snowman. Let's draw a little hat right there. Remember how you used to do snowman for those people who live in areas with snow? Little Oreo cookies for the eyes, little twigs for arms. I used to do that. Grab some old boots that no longer fit me. Something like that. Right? A little Oreo cookies for the... Yeah. Listen, I want you losing the head. That's fine. I want your profits to be fat like the body. We can lose the head. How many heads fit in that fat body? Many, 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 many heads. That's how you stay in this game. Let's do it again. Let's do the snowman again. All right, let's do it again. Look, this is your risk. You're in here. You're out there. So your risk is here. This is your risk. But this is your potential gain. That's the kind of snowman we want. Do you understand? This is your risk. This is your potential gain. Now, some are going to be ridiculous snowmen like that, and some are going to be more normal. That's okay. All snowmen are not the same size. But just make sure you're not a big-headed snowman. That's the wrong way. You understand? This is a recipe for bankruptcy. There's a hat. That's how you go broke. Where your head is 10 times bigger than your body. We don't want the reverse snowman like that. Okay? You got it? Got it? Good.